Assalamualaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So, the topic here we will discuss today it is the working of galvanic cell. That how do the chemical reactions just takes place at the galvanic cell? So, the galvanic cell it is basically known as the voltaic cell. It is also known as the Daniell cell. Both can be used for the simple galvanic cell. And the galvanic cell is a cell in which the chemical energy is converted into the electrical energy. And that chemical energy is basically happening as a known as a spontaneous process. When that spontaneous process just takes place, the chemical reaction is also happening over there and it will convert it into the electrical energy in the form of flow of electrons. And the process of oxidation as well as the process of reduction will also takes place. So let's have a look at how do galvanic cell just work. So this is a simple construction of the galvanic cell in which the one side is anode. Here the anode will have negative charge and the other side is the cathode which is having positive charge. The one thing that you guys must know, always the process of oxidation will takes place at anode and the process of reduction will always takes place at the cathode. Because the loss of electrons will always take place at anode. Here we have the loss of electrons and the gain of electron is happening over the cathode. So here the process of reduction will take place. On the other hand, the salt bridge is inserted between these cells and this is called as the first half cell and this is called as the second half cell. According to the process that is going to be take place, the anode side is called as oxidation half cell. This is also known as the oxidation half cell. On the other hand, the cathodic side is known as the reduction half cell. Both terms can be used. As here the loss of electrons will take place, the zinc will comes into the solution in the form of positive 2 by leaving its electrons over there. Now these electrons will move from anode towards the cathode and here we have in the center which is the voltmeter which is used to measure the current. Now the copper ions which is present in the solution they will come towards the electron, gain the electrons and changes into the copper matter. So this is the simple process that is taking place in the galvanic cell. The one is oxidation and the other is called as the reduction half cell. Now, what is the basic chemical reactions that are having over there? The first one is the half cell reaction that takes place at anode. The zinc solid that is present in the form of electrode as being zinc is more active metal. So that's why it is going to be work as a node. By losing the two electrons, it will carry the charge positive 2 and come into the aqueous solution and leaving two electrons over the electrodes. Now these electrons will move towards the cathode and the solution that is containing copper ions as an electrolyte in the aqueous form, it gains the electron and changes into the copper and started to deposit over the electrode. That electrode is as working like cathode carrying the positive charge. So the overall galvanic reaction is basically the sum of these two half cells reactions. The first one is the zinc solid state and the copper in the positive state. So the zinc changes into the positive charge and the copper changes into the solid form. The one thing that you guys must keep in mind that zinc is undergoing the process of oxidation and the copper is undergoing the process of reduction. Now here as the zinc is undergoing oxidation, so it will works as a reducing agent. Zinc is working as a reducing agent. On the other hand, we have the copper. It is undergoing the reduction, so it is working like a oxidizing agent over there. So oxidizing and reducing agent will both present in the chemical reaction because oxidation and reduction process are taking simultaneously. One is undergoing oxidation and the other is undergoing reduction. So the simple redox reaction just takes place. One thing that you just keep in mind that the electrolyte we are going to use in the galvanic cell, they must be the 1 molar solutions of the salts. We must use the 1 molar as a standard solution for the better conduction of the electrons. And the salt bridge is basically which is inserted as a U-shaped glass tube. It must contain the saturated solution of the strong electrolyte and its type must be of a jelly type. And moreover, it is good that it contains the potassium chloride. And the one thing other, its two ends must be kept close with the cotton plugs because do not need of the overflow of the potassium chloride, but besides that we just need a simple proper flow of the potassium chloride from the salt bridge towards the solution to keep the solution neutral in a better way. So this was all about today's lecture. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries you may ask me about that in a comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. Next topic that we will discuss, it is the comparison of the electrolytic and galvanic cell, that how do electrolytics and galvanic cell are differ or similar in one way or other way. So for that time you guys keep learning and have a good day.